I am so excited to give you this home tour today. It is of a 20th century charmer. This home was built in 1929. It's one of our newest listings located in Glendale, Arizona. If you're not too familiar with where Glendale is, it's right between the 101 and the I-17. You have close proximity to the Arizona Cardinal Stadium, the Glendale Entertainment District, and you also have a little slice of historic Glendale, only about a 5 to 10 minute drive from this house. A little bit of history about Glendale is it was actually founded in the 19th century by a man that helped build the Arizona Canal. So he felt like Glendale would be a prime opportunity for agriculture because of the irrigation that came off the canal. And this home sits on about a half an acre. It is an irrigated lot that only costs $135 a year to water your entire lot. It's a ton of grass, which is not very common in Arizona, and you have mature trees such as a peach tree, a lime tree, a lemon tree, and a pecan tree. So you could definitely plant more and have your dream homestead. But this house has a little slice of Arizona history to it. If you were here in Arizona in the 80s or the 90s, you may have watched Channel 3 News, and there is a news anchor named Heidi Fogelson. She actually grew up in this house with her four sisters and her brother. So I'm excited to show you the little bit of changes that have happened and show you a little bit of history and some charm. Let's go check it out. Going into the kitchen gives you that country farmhouse vibes. Usually, like to me, I feel like this home is very much East Coast because when you get to the West Coast, everything feels so much newer, but there's just so much history. And these cabinets are, I wouldn't be 100% sure if they are original, but they do look like they fit the age and era of this house. But it's such a tight, cozy little kitchen, even going up to your sink and being able to look out into your yard and see so much grass and greenery. And there's just so much natural light that flows into this house. And it also does have new windows, which is really great. And then the kitchen flows directly into the living area space. And there's just, this room is massive. There's so much. You can have a good sized dining table, these big, beautiful natural windows with lots of lights coming in. And you also have a fire pit over here, which just gives you very much cozy feelings and a cozy living room. And right out to your big front window as well. So it's just such a good, well thought out plan for a home that is a little bit older. Usually historic homes, every room feels really tight, but this house actually has 9 to 10 foot ceilings. And if you can tell, you might not be able to tell in video, but the ceiling is a little bit curved as well. So it feels really open and airy and light inside and not too crammed like I've seen a lot in historic homes. So this is a historic home, but it is not original. It was originally believed to only be a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, but over time, square footage has been added and other parts of the house has been added. A really cool thing is that this house has a basement and it also has an attic loft. So when Heidi and her family lived here, her family actually turned the attic into a loft for the girls. So let's go check that part of the house out. It's pretty uncommon to see attic lofts in Arizona. I'm an Arizona native. I think this might have been the first one that I've seen, and I find it so cool. It reminds me of something out of the East Coast. But check out how cool this room is. It's so spacious. You kind of have these arched ceilings because of the roof, and you just have full loft vibes up here. So back in the day when they had 4 girls, all the girls lived up here. There's this room, and you have beautiful views of just all the greenery and the lot outside. And you have this like big room in here as well. So this is what I would probably consider the master bedroom of this house because it's so big and it's so spacious. And I don't know, maybe you could do a baby crib in there or just extra storage. You have a nice size bathroom in here, definitely not suited for really tall people, which most historic homes aren't going to fit tall people, but really cute. I love it. I love the green colors. Everything's matte. So this bathroom, I absolutely adore it. It's so charming to me. I love the penny tiles on the floor. You can tell that this is probably a cast iron bathtub. You have wrought iron cast for the shower curtain. You have this just, I'm sure this thing weighs probably 100 pounds, but like this big old vintage sink. And just, you know, this toilet's really interesting as well. But it's just so cute. It's charming. I love the little details of the flowers on the floor. You just don't see this now. It really gives that like 1920s vibe. On the main level, you have a couple different bedrooms. So there are some over that way. There's two over that way. There's a third one right here. There's a lot of natural light throughout the house. What I love about historic homes is the little small details like the doorknobs. Just gives it such just like that antique vibe. Going back into this section of the house, it does look like this was an addition at one point, and at one time the basement was only able to be entered from the outside, and then when they decided to do the attic add-on, they used that stairwell which was for the basement to go up to the attic, and then they added these stairs down into the basement. Basements are, I would say, not very common in Arizona because it's a little bit harder to dig into our ground here because everything's granite. So to have a basement in Arizona is very cool. At one point, my client had this as her hobby room. She did quilting. You could do so much down here. You could have so much storage down here, food storage, fridges, whatever you want, maybe a little theater room down here. It's really cute, really eclectic. I like the wrought iron right here. So a fun space. The house was absolutely gorgeous, but so is the yard. Everything out here was so well kept, exactly how the house was. You have so many mature hedges that give you privacy, a huge half an acre with all grass. So much room for activities and hosting events and having your family here. You have a massive concrete driveway from the front to the back of the lot, and you have this big, beautiful red barn. You can have cars in there, classic cars. You can work on things. You can have so much storage. I would say that this lot size and all the potential that you have here is just another icing on the cake with this house. You're gonna have your own little oasis, your little compound. Even in the back, there's raised planter beds, so you could even potentially grow your own garden here. You can have chickens, there's no HOA. You can really do whatever you want. Maybe even get a cow, who knows? But it is truly such a beautiful and great lot, and I'm so excited for you guys to see it. And if you want any more information about this house, or you would like to schedule a private showing, all of our information is below. Let's get you into this beautiful 1929 home in Glendale, Arizona.